Alright guys, Southampton have just beaten Norwich by 2 goals to 0 in a game which Southampton completely dominated, let's be honest. They're in a really good run of form at the moment, Southampton. They've had some really good results recently, beating Tottenham, getting a draw against Man City are the two that I can think of that stand out the most probably. Um, Tonight was another good performance, which they dominated. Really, not maybe the first 20 minutes. Norwich were sort of in the game, but after that, there were very few moments where Southampton looked at all threatened by anything Norwich could produce in the attacking areas. Um, the first goal from Southampton came from Che Adams. Brilliant run from Livramento down the right hand side, and a brilliant cross as well. And Angus Gunn got a foot to it, deflected off Max Aaron's. He's going in for an own goal, but Che Adams accidentally stops it on the line, and he has to sort of try and readjust his body to try and flick it in. He misses the first attempt, and he's literally lying on his side at this point, and somehow manages to flick the ball up in the air just under the crossbar to go in. I mean, when he blocked it on the line, I was thinking Choupo-Moting for PSG. Like we've all seen that clip of what he did a couple of seasons ago now, where a PSG player, I can't remember who it was, has chipped it over the goalkeeper, and he stopped it on the line, and for some reason just hasn't put it in himself either. I don't know if he had some sort of match fixing going on there, Choupo-Moting. But this from Che Adams was obviously unintentional. There was nothing he could really do about it. But it was a really impressive finish to be able to have that composure when in your head you must be panicking, thinking, "Oh my God, I've screwed this up big time." So fair play to Che Adams for managing to score it, because once he did sort of nearly screw it up accidentally, he did really well to score. Southampton also had a few other chances in the first half. El Younousi had a decent chance. Che Adams also had another good chance about 5 minutes before he scored a free header from a corner at the back post, which he got all wrong, to be honest. Southampton were just by far the better side throughout the game. And the second goal came from about 5 minutes towards the end. There's a loose ball bouncing on the edge of the box. Oriol Romeo absolutely twats it into the... Well, it wasn't even in the corner. It was fairly central. It was just the technique he used and the amount of power and pace he got on the ball was just incredible. Angus Gunn for Norwich in goal. He used to play for Southampton, I think. Actually had quite a good game, to be fair. He definitely limited the amount of damage that Southampton did to Norwich today. If he hadn't have played so well, it could have been 3 or 4. Fair play to Angus Gunn for that. Norwich, there just seemed to be this missing link between midfield and attack, I felt today. Whenever Pukki and Sargent and Rashica got the ball going forwards, they didn't look too bad. There were a couple of moments where Pukki went on a mazy run and nearly got somewhere with it. But it just felt like the midfield three, I can't remember who it was now. It was Gilmore, Billy Gilmore, Kenny McLean, and Matthias Norman. So obviously Norman hasn't played in a while now, or he hasn't played a consistent run of games in a while now through injury. But he was quite good for Norwich at the start of the season. I thought one of their better players. He sort of had a catching up game tonight where he's still trying to get up to pace with everyone around him. And McLean, he's not that sort of player, and Gilmore was just too quiet tonight. So there wasn't that creative player who could make things happen for Norwich on the pitch. I didn't think. But other than that, defensively, Norwich weren't too bad. I guess it was more about Southampton looking good going forward. And there was like a bit of Man City about Southampton, I thought, in the way that their fullbacks get forward. Like Kyle Walker-Peters, you can see a bit of João Cancelo in him, in the way he's like allowed to go forward as much as he likes almost. And also he's a right foot playing left back. He can dribble in the box like a winger almost and try and get a shot off. So yeah, he played really well, I thought, Walker Peters. And on the other side, Livramento and Stuart Armstrong had a really good game as well. Romeo and Ward-Prowse bossed the midfield. Romeo in particular, with that screamer of a goal, had a superb performance. Weirdly enough, I thought Armando Broja, who, you know, I really do like as a player. I think he's going to be not a top player, but a very good Premier League player in the future, like a player who consistently does well for maybe a mid-table team in the Premier League, or even better, maybe like he does make it at a team that are in a European competition. I thought he was a bit quiet tonight. Che Adams was the more dominant out of the two up front for Southampton. And Che Adams is a player who I would quite like to see at Liverpool, to be honest, in that Bobby Firmino role. Like, if Liverpool are looking for a replacement for Firmino, because he's a very hard-working player. He presses from the front for Southampton, and I think in Hasenhutl's team, pretty much every player has to work hard off the ball. Now, the way the system is, and Adam certainly does that, and also he is, you know, he's not selfish. He works for his teammates around him, creates opportunities for his teammates. So he is similar to Firmino in that aspect, and he does also have quality. I think he's shown that quite a lot recently. But yes, Southampton, they found it quite easy. Norwich, they're really looking like they're probably going to go down now at this point. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.